going on over here? Is that my weave sticking out? All right, we're good. Hey everyone, it's Samantha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I actually kind of wanted to do something a little different. I think it would be fun to create a whole new playlist on here that is specifically catered to hairstylists and their business behind the chair. So these will be fun, quick little snippets for some educational purposes to help you not only grow your business behind the chair, but be as successful as possible. And a little bit about me, my name's Samantha and I am a hairstylist for over 20 years and I've owned a salon for almost 8 years now, and I specialize in hair extensions. But I've gone through the whole gamut from being an assistant to then going on the floor part-time to full-time to taking on a full book of business to opening up a whole bridal business for freelance artists, and then on top of it, shifting my whole clientele from color and cut services to exclusively extension business behind the chair. And then on top of it, opening up a salon. So I've seen and done it all, and I wanted to share with you today my little 3 quick tips for how to be successful behind the chair. And it's not going to be what you think. A lot of it, people would think, yes, you have to be an exceptional artist and you got to be so good at your craft and make your clients look beautiful. And however, yes, that is true. But more importantly, you need to know your numbers and how to run your business behind the chair. Being the artist is one thing, and I feel we are always looking for education on how to do hair better, but a lot of hairstylists forget the business aspect on how to run their business properly behind the chair, so that way they can succeed beyond just being busy and doing great hair. You want your business to work for you. You want to work smarter and not harder, and that's where I come in. So my 3 tips are: 1, setting aside CEO days, taking the time to really reevaluate your business, whether this is every quarter or even just once a year, but setting aside time to look at how your business is running. Are you efficient? Do you have a system and processes in place for that way everything runs smoothly from inquiry to booking to deposits? Number 2 is actually tracking your income. Set apart the time to actually just go through your income for the day. When you service your clients, write down how much you made in cash, checks, and charges. Take the little 5 minutes at the end of your day and just document what you made for that day. Adding up your income and keeping track of it, you are going to be able to go back, whether it's every day or at the end of the week or at the end of the month, to actually really get full clarity on how much you brought in. Because we'll take that 20 or that $100 bill, we'll shove it in our wallet or put it in our purse, or you find it in your apron 3 days later, and we kind of lose track of that cash sometimes. So you want to know where everything is going at all times. And my second thing would be expenses. You need to understand as a hairstylist what your true expenses are. And if you are kind of overwhelmed as to what or where to start with the biggest ticket items, like obviously your overhead. What are you paying for rent to work where you are? Do you have an assistant? And what are you paying for your products and your color and your tools? Do you pay for any social media help? Do you pay for marketing? What about your attire, your clothes, food, your cell phone, insurance? There's so many different things that can be a write-off for a hairstylist that will help your income down the road when you need those expenses. So being aware of what your expenses are will help you get a better idea of what your profit will be at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and even at the end of the year. Ready to boost your profits behind the chair? Visit awealthyhairstylist.com today. My third biggest tip for a hairstylist is communication. Having such clear communication with your client is not only going to help give the client a better expectation of their process, understanding your services, the maintenance costs, having a communication where you thoroughly explain to the client from A to Z, what is happening, whether it's a consultation, and what they can expect to pay, whether their hair is a process and it's not going to be done in one sitting, letting the client know their expectations versus reality, and then also communicating price is huge. You want your client to be well aware of the financial investment of what they are going to be paying by sitting in your chair. So being honest with your client is a big deal within that conversation. So for me, hair health is number one for my clients. And yes, they might want, let's say, to be super crazy blonde, and I know it's unrealistic for me to get it in one sitting. I'm going to let them know, hey, listen, your hair health is my priority. I think it's best if we break this up in stages. And for your first appointment today, it's going to be X, Y, and Z. Your second appointment, we're going to focus on this. And then your third appointment, we should be able to achieve what we're getting to. But I rather break it up in stages so I know we're going to have a good result at the end and we're able to keep the length of your hair, so having that conversation with your client is key to a really good end result and a rebooking. So those are my top 3 tips for today to be successful behind the chair.